What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Game Week 22 deadline stream. How are you all doing? Tiger, welcome. Shepherd, welcome. Ezra, welcome. And everyone else in the chat as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we are streaming live on the YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube on like the actual bigger screen, yes, welcome. For those of you who happen to find this via YouTube Shorts and you're wondering why in the world you can only see part of like the team and not really the rest of the stream, and you're listening to this, you kind of have to come onto the main YouTube channel, and then you'll be able to see the full stream. So hopefully that helps those of you who are listening to this as well via the YouTube Shorts. You just happen to come through it on the YouTube Shorts. I'm testing this. Obviously, those of you in the chat right now, you won't have this issue because you guys have come through the normal methods in terms of like you come through like clicking it on subscription box and brings up the whole stream. But for those of you who are like suddenly randomly scrolling through YouTube Shorts, you might be wondering, oh, what's this and why is it only like part of the stream? So yeah, hopefully that helps for those who are actually watching it via that. It's like yeah, I think that's basically all I can do. So let me know how the stream is, quality and everything, and the audio, if everything is good. Shout out to Rohan as well. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? All right. Now, on the team selection stream, first, I was supposed to do a wildcard video. I didn't find the time to do it, unfortunately. But at the same time, with the information that came with in terms of City, Manchester City, the transfers that they ended up doing in terms of Guehi as well. If you guys have seen the news, Mark Guehi has been confirmed for 20 million joining Manchester City this season. How many of you have 5 Manchester City players in your team, or will end up having 5 City players with Guehi, Semenyo, and your existing Triple City? Let me know in the comments, because that obviously. So he's not going to be playing for Crystal Palace this week, so he can stay on the bench, which means I won't be surprised if he's available to play against Chelsea, to be honest. So that is something that I have to consider, which means O'Reilly most likely is going to be the one who makes way. So I'm going to have, oh, sorry, not Chelsea, sorry. Guehi will be not Chelsea. Guehi will be on the City team. So Guehi against Wolves might be available potentially, which means I might need to sell O'Reilly if I'm going to do any future transfers. Or I could play 4 City players in Game Week 23. Double City defense, double City attack. Tempting, tempting. Obviously, keep in mind that you can't make any other transfers until you solve getting back into 3 City players. But if Guehi and O'Reilly are both available, I mean, if Guehi is available for City by the time it comes to the Wolves game, I might be in a situation where I just don't make a transfer and I play 4 City players as well. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. Those of you with 5 with Semenyo as well, obviously you won't be able to make a transfer this week unless you solve that issue. But like, yeah, I mean, that's something to consider as well. Andy, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So this week, top and 10 as well. Welcome. I sent you my team and misses as well. Okay, I'll bring it up as well. Let me load the league, the mini league as well over here. So this week, I was thinking of sorting Cunha to Declan Rice, where he will play. I think yes. Oh no, he's not going to be. He's not going to be available for the Sunderland game. I saw a tweet saying that he's not going to be in the match squad. Now, not only that, from Crystal Palace, Glasner has come out and said he's leaving at the end of the season. I also saw a tweet that said, who was it who was linked? Juventus. Juventus were linked with a move for Mateta. Now, I don't know if that transfer Mateta to Juventus is going to be happening in January or at the end of the season. Keep an eye out for those of you who are thinking of getting Mateta. Andy was thinking about it as well. And anyone else who's thinking about getting Mateta as well, maybe hold off at least until the transfer window is closed in terms of thinking about Crystal Palace players in general. I would say just if you have Palace players at the moment, fine, keep them. Probably don't look to go and buy anyone until the transfer window is closed, and so we can see what the lay of the land is, as well as by that time we'll also get to know if Palace and City are going to be blanking in Game Week 31 because of the League Cup final. So obviously the semi-finals, second leg of the semi-finals will be done as well for Crystal Palace. So I mean for Manchester City and versus Newcastle, and then obviously Arsenal versus Chelsea as well. Second leg would have been done. So we'll get to know who's blanking in Game Week 31 as well. So if you're buying Palace players, wait is what I will say. If you're planning on playing a wild card, if you can delay it till 24, sorry, if you can delay it till 24 ideally. If you can still delay it until 24, maybe might be beneficial if you can hold it for 2 more weeks. Basically, is basically what I'm saying. Not this week and not next week. Maybe 1 more week after. You might be in a slightly better position potentially to be able to react to what the transfer market has also, like whatever moves happen in the transfer market. So that's all I wanted to say. Oh yeah. Now this week initially I was thinking of rolling, and that was a discussion we had in the team selection stream, obviously with you guys. But now I'm thinking of doing Cunha to Declan Rice. Obviously, with the way he moved, and if he's available for the Wolves game, I can't really have Cunha as well because he will play in Arsenal. Obviously, Declan Rice versus United, I don't mind compared to having Cunha versus Arsenal at this moment. And if I wanted to really play 4 City players against Wolves, then I can't make a transfer next week, which means I should probably make a transfer this week then instead. So I do Cunha to Declan Rice this week is currently my thinking. Let me know what you guys think about that, obviously. And yeah, let's get into your teams as well. That's basically what I'm going to do. I will start with bringing up, I've seen Rohan's teams come through as well. I'll start with bringing up Tiger because I think Tiger was the one who first sent his team over. So we'll bring up with Tiger first. And then we'll go with the rest of you guys as well. I'll say Manchester Derby this week should be a very interesting game. I wonder if, let me ask if Karan is thinking of doing a watch along for that, or are we just going to watch it separately? Let's see. I haven't even asked Karan, but let me have a look. Oh, Ezra as well, 99 mid league. Okay, I'll load yours up as well. Tiger, I've got 2 teams. Oh yeah, one is the missus as well, right? So this is one team. I'm assuming this is Tiger's team. And this is Tiger's missus team. She might want to keep in mind that Guehi is not going to be available, Tiger, for her. However, she might have Guehi at City next week, so she can keep Guehi if she wants to. But it's most likely the case that O'Reilly will probably be coming on for her team. Just letting you know, Tiger. Or you could let her know about it as well. Obviously, this is Tiger's team. This as things stand: Petro, Taco, Timber, Chalaba, Virgils, Bruno G, Yanal, Semenyo, Cunha, Thiago, Haaland. Oh, why did you bench Raul Jimenez, Tiger? I thought you had Raul Jimenez initially. Why not start him? Or not planning on starting? K7, welcome. How are you doing? And while I wait for Tiger's replies, obviously Mrs. team looks pretty good. Just keep in mind that O'Reilly will most likely be the one who's coming on for Guehi instead. I will load up. I'll load up Ezra's as well. But before Ezra, we have Rohan. Rohan is on a free hit for team 1. Ooh, interesting. This is Rohan's free hit team. And this is Rohan's second team. So free hit team: Verbruggen, Gabriel, Konate, Konsa, Rogers, Saka, Neto, Words, Declan Rice, Ekitike, Haaland. Ekitike captaincy, fair enough. Dubravka, Mane, Mukiele, and Goodmanson. I mean, it looks pretty solid. No money left in the bank, Rohan? Any money left in the bank for this one? And then obviously team 2 was this: Malik Chow to Cash. Oh, you did Malik Chow to Cash. Interesting. Thinking to hold the wild card for now. Maybe can play free hit too. Nah, this team doesn't need a free hit. I think this team is fine. You don't really need a free hit. You also should probably hold your wild card. It's not necessary to use your wild card in this one, to be honest. I think this is fine as well. Ezra obviously has 5 free transfers. Ezra has gone to the full casual mode this season. Even in full casual mode, Ezra is still doing pretty well inside the top 1 million. Need your help, 5 free transfers and 0.9 in the bank. And then Top at 9 says, I'm thinking of bringing in a punt for -4. I already made my transfer, Dallas to Gabriel. I'm thinking of transferring out Gravenberg and Calvert-Lewin in for the minus. Who are you doing? Who are you bringing in for Gravenberg? Is the question. Calvert-Lewin for the minus. Who are you selling? Top and 10? free hit at this time is not necessary. Yeah, for those of you who can save your free hit, I probably would strongly urge to save your free hit, so that you can react to the potential blanks and double game weeks. I would strongly urge to save your free hit, ideally, if you can, please. K7, how's the team looking like? How are you doing overall this season? I'm so sorry, bros. Promise I'll do better next season. It's fine. You've been having a busy time, so it's fine. I just need not to lose my money mini league. Need that fourth in a row champion ring. Oh wow. Okay. Which one is it? Is it this one? It's this one, right? Or is it this one? I think you'll be fine either way from the looks of it. You're not too far off from the looks of it. All right. 5 free transfers. I mean, Chucky, Semenyo, Haaland, Cunha, Saka, Luis Miley, Taco, Senesi, Mukiele, Virgil, Ekitike. Ekitike has to start this week. You start Ekitike over. So Ekitike will start over Tarkovsky probably this week. Senesi is playing Brighton. Mukiele. I'll probably start Mukiele. I'll start Virgil. I might actually start Tarkovsky over Senesi, potentially. Would I? Oh, would I? Bournemouth are away from home. Yeah. I probably might start Tarkovsky over Senesi. I'll start Ekitike. Sell Cunha or not? You probably need to use a transfer. The question is, do you want to sell Cunha? I also probably would want to look and get Gabriel in this team now that I've realized. Is there any way for you to get Gabriel? Do you have the cash? You have 0.9 in the bank. The only way I can think of you getting Gabriel is probably by selling Tarkovsky. Like you'll have to do Tarkovsky to Gabriel to get Tarkovsky to Gabriel, I think, potentially. No money for free hit team all used, says Rohan. Fair enough. It's a Game of Stones. Game of Stones. You're not too far off. But you need to get Gabriel. I'll send my team in a bit. Hi all too. No worries, Andy. I want to know Neto is better choice of Enzo. At this moment, I don't know exactly. Because obviously the situations with Neto, right? In the past, we've had a situation where the reason we've kind of slightly stayed away from Neto is because of Chelsea's huge array of availability in the wing positions. They have Neto, they have Garnacho, they have Estavao. Who else? Who else is notable that they have? I've listed 3 players. I'm sure they have more than 3 players. So they have Neto, Estavao, Garnacho, obviously Gittins, but Gittins is ill from the looks of it. Who else plays on the wings? I mean, those are the 4, right? There's no one else that plays on the wings unless they play Palmer also on like a right wing or something. I'm not really sure if Palmer is played on the right wing or not. Joe Pedro and Delap are obviously central players, so that's fine. I mean, this is the thing. Neto could be an option. I don't know yet. I'm actually not sure if it's Neto or if it's Enzo. Neto is a very tempting option. If he gets good minutes, he could be a nice option. Not, might be Enzo. So many question marks. Even Enzo, when we were looking at owning Enzo, what run was it that people were looking to own Enzo for? It was somewhere around here, right? Where they went like game week 8 onwards. Forest, obviously wasn't. Oh, sorry, game week 9 was it? Okay, I don't know. Like 2 points against Sunderland, 2 points against Spurs, 3 points against Wolves. He got the 11 against Burnley, obviously. Arsenal, you probably would have benched him. Leeds, 2 points. Bournemouth, 3 points. I mean, he's been even Enzo has not like 3, 3, 1, 1, 9 against Bournemouth, 11 against City in the last 2. You probably didn't have Enzo at all for this anyways. And then 1 against Fulham. Like even Enzo has been a very frustrating FPL player to have, right? Hasn't been that great of an FPL option this season. So even Enzo, is Enzo really an option? I don't know. Both Enzo and Neto have been close in terms of points. I don't know. Maybe because the run is going to be good. The only thing is like we haven't seen enough of Chelsea. So it's hard to tell you. If I go for Enzo, I'll have 0.7 in the bank. Fair enough. Is this for team 1 or team 2? Is this for the free hit team or for the second team? Um, I wanted to say Watermata out for Calvert-Lewin in. Oh, I don't mind that overall. If you wanted to do that, yeah, I don't mind it. Not against it. Don't mind it. You can. That's not a bad punt. Who is your midfielder though? Why are you selling Gravenberg? And who are you buying in for Gravenberg? Or for the free hit team? If you're going for the free hit team, I might take a punt on Neto on the free hit team, Rohan. I don't mind Neto on a free hit punt. Um, so get Bruno. F Gabriel's a must do. Yeah. So I mean, the only way is Tarkowski has to go to probably Gabriel. Ideally, you'd want to sell Van Dyke, but Van Dyke will be sold from Game Week 23 onwards, which means at least you need it from Game Week 22. But after that, Van Dyke probably actually Van Dyke to Gabriel would have been the move after the Burnley game. But maybe Tarkowski is the move this week instead if you want to get Gabriel. That's one option. Cunha also probably can go. Depends on your financial situations in terms of getting Gabriel. Is it enough cash? Not enough cash. Ideally, Cunha to Bruno Fernandes, not this week, but Game Week 24. But when you get to Game Week 24, you could have done maybe Chucky or even Semenyo potentially to a Bruno. Maybe that would require also downgrading Ekitike a bit, potentially to free up funds, I think. So Cunha, you have a couple of midfield options. Obviously, Declan Rice, Bruno Fernandes. Declan Rice, Bruno, probably you don't have the money for that. So Declan Rice, Bruno Jimenez, who's a 2-week short-term punt. Enzo, who we've been talking about, but that's a punt as well because we're kind of not sure on which Chelsea player to go for. We're just going for Enzo because minute safety. And Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa. That's also a fixture thing. There's also a Bournemouth option potentially. Tavernier could be a case, but we don't know. Tavernier kind of had to wait and see. He may or may not be an option. I don't know. We're just keeping Bournemouth as an option because they are top of the ticker right now in terms of fixtures. Bournemouth have a really good set of fixtures. Brighton, Liverpool tough, but attacking wise not too bad. Wolves, Aston Villa, Everton, West Ham, Sunderland, Brentford, Burnley. Like Bournemouth's fixtures are not too bad. But yeah, you need to decide, Ezra. I'm short of 0.3 Taco to Gabriel. Yeah, like if you sell Cunha, you'll get those funds once you sell Cunha as well. So you should be able to get Gabriel. Question is like you'll have to sell Cunha as well. And the question is which player you want to go and get in for Cunha. Blah, welcome. How are you doing? Shepherd says 79136. I'll probably have to open another team to get that up. What did you say? 79136. And then Gravenberg stays as top 9. Okay, that's fair enough. O'Reilly, Gravenberg nailed to start. Yes. O'Reilly should be nailed to start. I think he'll be nailed to start. Gravenberg as well, I expect him to start. I don't know why he would not start. Yes, I do expect him to start. Bilal says, help me, I'm cooked. I didn't use my bench boost or triple captain. Oh, rip. Big L. What happened? Did you actually forget to use those chips? Now you've got fresh chips. So now you don't have to use the chips because you've got a brand new set of chips. But where are you in the mini league, Bilal? Where are you in the mini league? Meanwhile, Shepherd, you should join the mini league. This is the mini league link. If anyone wants to join the mini league. Andy, you haven't sent your team yet, right? Oh, Andy has sent his team as well. So I'll load Andy's team up as well. This is Andy's team as well. But this is Shepherd's team. Did I miss anyone else before Shepherd? Oh yeah, Tiger said, so play Raul in my team instead of who? Play Raul Jimenez instead of one of Janelt, Cunha, or Tarkowski is probably where I would look at. Tiger. Tarkowski, Janelt, or Cunha. Take your pick. Which one would you want to bench? Pick one. Tarkowski, Janelt, or Cunha. One of them you probably bench. Maybe Janelt? Janelt, potentially? Or Taco? One of them. It's probably one of them that I end up benching. You can hold Bruno G. He's the best hold of everyone around that price apart from Declan Rice. Yeah, I probably agree. Team 2, I have 0.5 million bank. Want to get someone for Dalot. For Team 2. 0.5 in the bank. Dalot is pretty cheap if I'm not mistaken, isn't he? He was like some 4 point something. Dalot is 4.5. You have 0.5, so it's a 5 million option. Defenders for 5 million. Senesi is probably the one, but not yet. Who else? If not Senesi, Matty Cash? Nope, not from a defensive perspective. Anderson? Leeds, Brighton, United? Nah, not really. I mean, it might be a Chelsea defender. Chelsea. Who do you pick though? No, you don't have a Chelsea defender. You can't go for a Chelsea defender because we don't know Fofana, so Gusto, James, Chalaba, Shield. Who is Chelsea's second defender, guys? Who will Chelsea start? Let me have a look. 25, 26. Chelsea. Bilal says, yeah, I forgot I need bench order myself, says Andy. Okay, what can I do, says Shepherd. Give me a second, Shepherd. I want your chips. I haven't you have the same chips that I have right now. So you can just you can keep your chips. I can start someone else for Mukiele. Is it worth doing -4 to get someone for Dalot and start? No, I would start Mukiele. No. I'd just start Mukiele. It's not worth the -4. I can bench only 2 of these guys: Alderete, Cash, O'Reilly, Tarkowski, Gravenberg, and Walter Mada. Who should the 2 players be? I would bench O'Reilly. And at this moment, I would bench Walter Mada. But if you're taking the -4 to bring in Calvert-Lewin, so it'll be O'Reilly and probably Tarkowski who get benched, is what I'm thinking. Who would you sell next week for me to, and who will -4 and get 2 in the next week? It's been ages since I -4. You don't have to -4 every week, Andy. Grealish replacement and Foden, says Shepherd. Okay, hold on. I'll give it. Cunha maybe? Okay, you can bench Cunha. I don't mind it. Who don't we want this week, but from next week onwards, who becomes hot property? I think from game week 24, there's a lot of people who become hot property. Next week as well, there isn't really anyone stand out. It's from game week 24, we want a lot of players. Neto is good, Enzo is safe. True. That's for Rohan. Neto is good, Enzo is safe. Okay. I was looking for Chelsea. Fofana and Chalaba started, but Fofana got subbed at the 75th minute. Chalaba is pretty expensive, 5.5. Fofana is 4.4. So Rohan, maybe not now, but for future, keep an eye out for Fofana to see whether he gets minutes and whether he's a consistent starter. Then you might be able to use him unless it ends up being Gerald Hato. I mean, they have a few other defenders, so I don't know who's going to be the case. Like maybe Tosim, maybe Hato. You have to keep an eye out for Chelsea defense potentially from next week onwards or week after. Quinton, welcome, welcome. How are things going, Quinton? All right. So going to Shepherd. Grealish replacement and Foden. Grealish replacement. Okay. Foden replacement you can wait for this week. Doesn't need to be this week. So Timber will start over Dalot. Gravenberg can start technically over Grealish this week. Actually, you could even sell Gravenberg if you really wanted to. But yeah, Gravenberg over Grealish. Jack Grealish replacement. Declan Rice maybe. Enzo Fernandez. Depends on your budget. 0.1. Since you have only 0.1, it probably will be... where is Grealish's price 6.4. Oh, yeah. It's probably going to be Enzo Fernandez, right? 6.4, 6.5. Yeah, point 0.1. I think it's probably Enzo, unless you can't even afford Enzo as well. Can you afford Enzo? Shepard, can you? I don't know. Can you? Gravenberg is cheaper, right? Yeah, he's. Otherwise, you'd go down to someone more cheaper. Timber obviously starts this week. Roll for 2 weeks if you can. Everyone we want is not wanted in 2 weeks. Yeah. Should I be getting rid of Foden this week? I probably wouldn't. You know he loves playing Manchester United for some reason. He just has a good record against us, right? I probably wouldn't. But then if you're going to get rid, who are you buying? Is the question. Who are you buying that you want to get rid of Foden this week? I think Cunha to Rice, Taco to Gabriel. Cunha to Rice and Taco to Gabriel. Taco to Gabriel, Cunha to Rice. So your starting 11 would include this entire midfield five that you have, alongside Haaland, Ekitike, Gabriel, Van Dijk. And between Mukiele and Senesi, I probably start Mukiele. So you have Van Dijk, Gabriel, Mukiele, play the entire midfield five, and Haaland and Ekitike up front. Start one, Roden, O'Reilly, Richards, and bench one, DCL, Wilson, Minte, Bowen. Start one from Roden, O'Reilly, Richards. Roden, O'Reilly, Richards. Leeds, Fulham, City, United. Richards is Crystal Palace, Sunderland. If Guehi is not available for Palace, that makes Palace's defense a bit more weaker. Should give Sunderland the edge. Roden versus Fulham. I expect Fulham to score. And then it was O'Reilly, you said, against Man United. I do expect United to score though. And O'Reilly is not going to get you Defcon. Richards at least might get you Defcon. So I probably will start Richards. Frank. I'll probably start Richards. And also Frank, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Probably start Richards. And in terms of benching, one between DCL, Wilson, Minte, and Bowen. Minte and Bowen. Bowen. Really, I mean, it's between Minte and Bowen, to be honest. Between Minte and Bowen. I'm leaning slightly towards Bowen, benching Bowen, personally. Just because Minte at home against Bournemouth defensively, who obviously will make it a basketball game, which means Brighton will score. Question is, will Minte be on the end of it is the thing that we don't know. But between Minte and Bowen, those are the two that I'll be leaning towards. Who do you want to bench more out of those two? Shay Kearney, welcome as well to the Football Chatbox. Would you use a free transfer for a Newcastle defender? So Hall or Malik Chow for Van der Ven? As in bringing in a Newcastle defender or selling a Newcastle defender? I'm assuming you're saying bringing a Newcastle defender. If you have transfers to burn, then yeah, I don't mind it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't, because like Newcastle's defense, like the fixtures this week, the fixture is good, but then very soon the fixtures start turning. Like Aston Villa, Liverpool, Brentford, Spurs, Man City, those are like not great defensive fixtures. So I wouldn't look to, if you have like 5 free transfers or 4 free transfers, then maybe. Otherwise, I wouldn't look to buy a Newcastle defender. If anything, Van der Ven has slightly 2 better fixtures than Malik Chow's 1 fixture, if that makes sense. I would not trust Chelsea defense too much. Yeah, at the moment, probably not. Yes, one thing was thinking of Fofana too, but thought of rotation risk. Yeah, that's why you don't buy any Chelsea defense now. We wait and see what happens with Chelsea in terms of how they set up under the new manager. Give them a few games and then we decide. Chelsea goalkeeper is a good choice. I don't mind Chelsea goalkeeper Sanchez, but not many people are looking for Sanchez. This one was Tiger's team, by the way. Rufus, Gabriel, Malik Chow, Mukiele, Bruno G, Rice, Saka, Wilson, Bruno, Haaland, Thiago, Krupi, Ballard, Tarkowski, and Pickford. Good team. And the good team. In terms of benching order, I think you've got your benching fine. I don't mind your benching options. The way it's put. Yeah, actually don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. You mentioned, did you have Bruno Fernandes or was this like you bought him Bruno Fernandes? Enzo 6.5. Yes. Why we all dropping Foden? Mainly due to the fact that he hasn't been performing recently, and because of that, his role has kind of changed. Because his role has changed, is why people are looking to kind of drop Foden. Like previously, he was playing like a false nine. Now he's not really playing as that false nine. That's kind of why people are looking to drop Foden. Um, but yeah. Having said that, this is Bilal's team, 211. Bilal, how many transfers you? I've already swapped Ekitike for Thiago. Oh, why? And Doggo for Gabriel. Doggo for Gabriel. Yes, Ekitike for Thiago. I probably wouldn't have done that. Anyways, now that you have Thiago in, Thiago, Gabriel, probably start Malik Chow as well. Anderson versus Leeds. Might get Defcon. Richards also might get Defcon. Probably start Anderson over Richards at the moment. Play that midfield five unless you have a free transfer to get rid of Cunha as well. Oh no. I probably bench Anderson and start the front three. So you play a 3-4-3 formation with Anderson being benched. That's probably what I would do. Uh, Tavernier Bournemouth mid. Get him. Everyone is cheap. Wait and see. Let's see whether Tavernier is actually the option. Captaincy. Captaincy this week. Haaland is going to actually. I should probably put a captaincy poll because I myself am interested to know where you guys go. I think Haaland's going to be the popular one, to be honest. But I think there are some interesting differentials. Do we have anyone else apart from Haaland and Ekitike? I wonder where Fantasy Football Scouts like members area. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I just want to see who are we thinking captaincies? Like Haaland, Ekitike, anyone else that kind of stands out? Words maybe? Who are the options? Let me have a look at pictures this week. So you have Haaland, Ekitike, Bulls versus Newcastle. Maybe not. Bruno G, nah. No Arsenal player. There aren't that many options, no? Let's see who you guys are going. There are only like I put a poll up. I'll be interested to see what everyone is looking to do. Um all right. Like the stream if you haven't subscribed. If you're new, yes, please. So yeah, I think Haaland's the captaincy option. KPJ for next few weeks is a good pick too. Yep. Foden not informed last 5 game weeks. Exactly. But he's for some reason loves playing Manchester United. So I would not be surprised if he gets any type of return this week. Mane games are hard to, but a straight switch soon for KPJ if must. If they double game week, if Wolves get a double game week, then yeah. Wild captaincy options. Rushant, welcome. How are you doing, Rush? Welcome. This week only no City or Liverpool. Go. Wild captaincy options that do not include City or Liverpool. Which head-to-head fixture are you at in terms of who are you playing head-to-head that you're thinking of doing a wild selection? Who is Rushant playing this week? Oh, Jordan, no wonder. That's not. Who does he have? Oh, he doesn't have AKTK. Oh, he has AKTK. Okay, fair enough. Um, while captaincy options. Um, I'd probably okay. So that are not Haaland or Liverpool. Bruno Jimenez maybe against Wolves, but no pens. So that would put me off. Gabriel versus Forest. Is that too much of a pull, guys? Gabriel versus Forest. Wild captaincy option. Gabriel versus Forest. Bruno Jimenez versus Newcastle versus Wolves potentially, but that's not guaranteed. I mean, you said no Liverpool. Others side said Florian Wirtz maybe potentially. Chelsea versus Brentford. Mm, Fulham versus Leeds. Harry Wilson maybe. I mean, there aren't. The problem is you. If it's not Haaland, you could also if you have Semenyo versus Man United, that's another option. But it's not an easy one, Rush. Not an easy one. Maybe hold Foden for 2 more game weeks and change to get in Bruno or Mbeumo. Yep, that could be an option. So Newcastle even this week. Ooh, no. Depends on who you have. If you have Walter, then maybe yes. Otherwise, don't sell. I want to give back. I want to give back to sleep. Can you talk me? No. Bulls are found the back of the net late, and Newcastle are very shaky at the back. True, away from home, yes. Academic S8K, welcome. The only Chelsea player I'm looking at is Enzo. Yep, fair enough. Honestly, fair enough. Mbeumo is a good pick soon. Yeah, but Bruno Fernandes probably better. Let's subscribe and like the stream. Yes, please do subscribe and like the stream. I know it shows 2 to 40 on stream on the stream this thing, but I think we're at 2246 actually. So I think we're 4 subscribers away from hitting 2250. So if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please try and help us get to 2250. I got Bruno for Cunha, says Andy. Makes sense. That's because this is Andy's team. Bruno Cunha. Okay, fair enough. Should I swap Cunha for Bruno? If you have the money, you can do it. Yes, I don't mind that. You don't have to do it this week yourself, but if you wanted to, you can. Yeah, I don't mind it. Thank you for your advice, Mr. Shepard. No worries. You're welcome. 1 week punt, you need Liverpool in and on a free hit today. If you're doing a free hit, then yes. I would not play a free hit though. If you can save it, please save your free hit. Is DEFCON sounds like something to do with yeah. DEFCON is defensive contributions. Defensive contributions, Bilal. I think Spurs are on fixtures who can be a decent asset. Spurs, I honestly cannot recommend to buy Spurs players. But if you really badly want a Spurs player, at this moment, it might be Matthias Tell. If you really badly want a Spurs player. Panka, welcome. I know that Haaland won't have a great week, and now I'm just wondering whether I should captain Wirtz or KTK. Do you have both? If you have both, here's the thing. I don't have Wirtz, so I might have been slightly leaning towards Wirtz if I did. The only reason I have Ekitike, and the only thing that's putting me off captaining Ekitike is his minutes. I don't know how many minutes he's gonna get. I think it's very likely that he starts and gets about 60 to 70 minutes. And that is what is kind of putting me off. Meanwhile, I know Haaland probably plays 90 minutes. That's the only thing. If I knew Ekitike would play 90, I would have been, or even if Ekitike played 80, slightly above 80, I would have been on Ekitike. I still might go Ekitike, but I'm a bit scared now that I've kind of bought my season back to some reputable rank from the depth of 3 million. And like the last time I went against Haaland, he went and scored 14 points. This week, he's playing my team. We've kept only 2 clean sheets. I don't trust Man United's defense at the moment. I'm happy if we win the game, and if Haaland blanks, I will take it. Even if I was to captain Haaland at this moment. So I don't know. I'm probably not the best person to ask about captaincy this week. Tavernier in for Wilson for me in 2 weeks, says Andy. Yeah. Rogers or Watkins? Rogers. I'll probably go Rogers. Shepard says Watkins, Haaland, Calvert-Lewin. Is that a free hit team or is that like a this week striker force? Gabriel. Yeah, Rushant, if you want a differential captaincy, maybe Gabriel potentially. Can check my team, Wasted Talents FC 194. Yes, I can. Also, if I have missed anyone's teams, please let me know if I have missed anyone's teams. This is Wasted Talents FC. Casper. I'm just going to call it Casper because the pan in front puts me off. Rufus, O'Reilly, Dogur, Malik Chow, Words, Wilson, Gravenberg, Cunha, Wharton, Thiago, Haaland, Ekitike, Guehi. Hold Guehi. He might become a City defender next week. So you're probably starting Rare this week. Are you starting Rare this week? Starting Ekitike as well over Adam Wharton? Maybe? What's the plan? What's the plan between Wharton and Cunha? 8 points east in Gabriel today, potentially. Watkins cap? Watkins cap. Maybe. Also, I wouldn't look to buy Watkins. Isn't Andy? You can confirm to this. Are Aston Villa linked with Tammy Abraham? Or did I just hear that? Haaland and vice captain Gabriel, says Andy. Gabriel scores set piece today. But yeah, Watkins cap, maybe, potentially. I don't know. Not too confident on that one though. Check out my draft team. I made 70 transfers so far. How you're the only one who reminds me on draft. Others I've forgotten. Honestly, I'll forget if you don't remind me. I'll have a look. Give me a few minutes though. There's some good players back in draft too for everyone. 165 in your league. Thinking of Rice in offload Timber. Thinking of Declan Rice in and offloading Timber. Ooh, that's very interesting. I don't know if I would want to offload Timber. Wait, before I get to yours, Casper. Where's Casper? Is Casper here? Yes, Casper is here. I'm going with Rufus. Crystal isn't that good now, and also morals of the team went down, but I predict Arsenal will lose points today. Oh, Arsenal losing points today. That's very interesting. Doesn't sound good when I'm looking to bring in Declan Rice. But what are you doing between Cunha and Wharton? And then this is John. Thinking of Rice to offload Timber. I don't know. Do you really want to do it? Went to wildcard? Not this week. Not next week. After that, it depends on it. I don't think you need to wildcard now. From what I've read and heard, the current plan, at least amongst most of the analytics crowd, maybe potentially, is to dead end in game week 31, if I'm not mistaken. Was it dead end game week 31 and then wildcard after? I think there's going to be like doubles in 33, 34 from the looks of it. So I think the wildcard is somewhere around the game week 30 range. So at the moment, no wildcard plans. If you can hold on to your wildcard till then that will be amazing. Gabriel Saka, Rice can be good captaincy options, probably. No to Spurs, too inconsistent. I agree. So keepers subs are fine. Lemon will concede. Lemon, what? Lemon? Oh, you have lemons. I mean, if you have free transfers to get rid of lemons, I am all for it. Go and buy Rufus from Zanderler. That's probably what I would do. Or if you can afford Raya, maybe, but I prefer Rufus. Is Rufus and Raya almost at the same price now? No, it's 4.9. I prefer Rufus at the moment over Raya, if you can. Actually, no. I take it back. Not even Rufus. I'd probably go for Sanchez if you wanted a goalkeeper. Lamens to Sanchez. Maybe this week. I don't know if they'll keep a clean sheet. But in the longer run, pictures are good. That's only if you have a free transfer. Otherwise, I would not do it. Role of you guys can there's double soon. You can get that for 2 weeks. Was suggested captain's options. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Watkins, yeah. I don't mind it too much. Calvert-Lewin is not too bad. That's also not too bad. I don't think Rush has Calvert-Lewin. Don't trust Villa. It's a tight 2-1. Fair. I'm going with Rufus Christo. I read that. We are looking at forwards. Your team is good too, Ryan. I need to bring in Declan Rice if I plan to not make a transfer next week. Because I'm going to somehow try and see if I can deploy 4 City players, assuming this Guehi transfer goes this week and Guehi is available for the Wolves game. I will play 4 City players. And then watch them concede against Wolves. Your team is good. Frank's Army. Let's bring on Frank's Army. 170. Where is Frank's Army? Frank's Army. I think you're not at 170. Oh, you're here, 174. Here we go. Who was this? This was Jonathan. John. John, what was the question in your team? When to wildcard you asking? Oh, this is John's team. Frank, Sam, I'll have a look at your team soon as well. But Paqueta has kind of got to go. He's asked to leave in the first place as well. He's asked to leave, right? To go back to Brazil. So, Gabriel Timber, Petrovic or Dubravka this week? Petrovic. Start Petrovic. I'd probably start Van der Ven over O'Reilly this week, personally. Probably will start Van der Ven over O'Reilly. Cherky, Saka, Bruno G, Haaland, Watkins, fine. Cunha. If you have one free transfer, you probably have to deal with Paqueta. If hits, what's the best to get Liverpool, Frimpong, and mid Tavernier or forward Thiago? If you're doing hits, I wouldn't do Frimpong. It's not worth it. Midfield Tavernier. I mean, Tavernier you could probably do. I don't mind. I'm not fully certain whether he's the Bournemouth player to go for or not. But if you are asking me and you had to take a hit and you had to pick one, at this moment I'd lean towards Thiago over Tavernier, even though Thiago's fixtures are tougher. Just because he's on a good form, he's a reliable striker. As an FPL asset, he's actually reliable. So out of those three, I pick Thiago. There's a massive double M fixture swings like the biggest one this season. Tavernier will be a hot property very soon. True. Maybe. I don't know. So if you really want it, I mean, it's between Thiago and Tavernier. But since you have Paqueta and you have to get rid of Paqueta, if you really want to go and get Tavernier, yeah, don't mind it. Chelsea are buying the centre backs from Rennes. Which centre backs? So don't go for Chelsea defenders, basically. Wrong line, Chelsea goalkeeper is a brilliant buy. Yeah, probably agree. Definitely Sanchez, not Rufus. Yes. Because Sanchez's fixtures are better. So if I was to go to Sanchez's fixtures slightly longer term are like Brentford and Palace. Brentford tough. They might not keep a clean sheet. I'll tell you that now itself. Crystal Palace, they might keep a clean sheet. West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley. After that, like until Game Week 27, Sanchez is good. After that, it gets a bit more harder. But at least until Game Week 27, you're good. And then Muki, Eli for Rufus. I mean, the next three are good, but then Arsenal, Liverpool, and then again Fulham. It gets like Muki. Rufus's fixtures are a bit more trickier. It's like in the next 7 to 8 game weeks. So I prefer Sanchez at the moment over Rufus. Long run Chelsea goalkeeper is a brilliant buy. Yeah. Also, one thing, do I start Cunha or Dogu? Cunha. I wouldn't start Dogu. I don't think United are keeping a clean sheet. I can tell you that. Maybe Guehi, but I doubt it. Guehi apparently is not supposed to be part of the matchday squad. So Guehi will not feature for Crystal Palace, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can find that tweet. Sam says 174. Oh yeah. So this is Sam's team. The safest defender pick for Chelsea is their goalkeeper. Yep. Will Arsenal win the league? They are probably in the best position they've ever been to be able to do it. I think they might. But City are only... Ask me in Game Week 25. Let's see how Arsenal and City do in the next 2 game weeks. And then we'll see what the gap is like. But I think they should. Start one of Tarkowski, and let's wait and see which goalkeeper Chelsea buy first. At the moment, it's a no. Will they buy a goalkeeper? Do we expect them to buy a goalkeeper? I don't know. I probably don't mind Sanchez, to be honest. Start one, Tarkowski, Anderson, or O'Reilly. I would, between that, I'd probably start Tarkowski, Nishal. Out of those three, I'll start Tarkowski because of the DEFCON. Panikwan, welcome. Start Nunes, Tarkowski, or Chalaba. Oh. I'm torn between Tarkowski and Chalaba. I am going to lean towards Tarkowski for that as well. Will Walter Marda start? The $1,000,000 question. Let's see if there's any news on Walter Marda. I don't know, to be honest. If you have Walter Marda and you don't have any transfers to sell him, I probably will start him. That's kind of where I would be. If I had Walter Marda, which also is Sam has Walter Marda as well. If you have Walter Marda and you don't have any transfers, right, to spend, and if it's like a hit, if it's a hit, I probably don't sell him. I probably just play him and hope for the best. But if you have transfers and you're not sure, hard to tell. Like, look at Newcastle. Where's Newcastle? Who did they play against this thing? They played Visa against Man City. Obviously, Visa played until the 69th and then Walter Marda came on. So, like, really hard to say. I'd probably just start and hope for the best. That's probably where I would be. No team that starts with a big keep meant Chelsea this season. What if I do Rufus now, then swap out Sanchez soon? What do you mean Rufus now and swap out Sanchez soon? I don't follow. I think like you get Rufus now. If you get Rufus now, you just continue to play Rufus. He's out, says Sam. Who is out, Sam? Who exactly are we talking about here? Got Anderson for O'Reilly. Oh, you got the Fulham Anderson. Okay. Like the long fixture outlook on him, and I'm trying to save some transfers since I'm back to zero after a little overhaul. I'm captaining Ekitike City seem to struggle against United. Struggle against United? Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about. It would be interesting to see City actually struggle against United, but maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Captain Ekitike, I don't mind it. Not gonna say no. Will Baltimore start? I have answered that. Gunners will win it. We'll see. Maybe Dogu will get an assist or goal, or maybe drop O'Reilly for Cunha. I'll probably drop O'Reilly for Cunha. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Mateta the UA is in the works as well. Yes. Palace Little Empire is completely finished. Yeah, the thing is, Palace didn't want to buy players to strengthen their squad. So Glasner has gone, I'm going. And that has like triggered a, like where he has, like if your captain is leaving in the middle of the transfer window in January, yeah, things are going to fall, guys. Palace will have to do another like slow rebuild after this. Is like you'll start seeing a few players from Palace leave at the end of this season. Adam Wharton, Glasner gone, Guehi gone, Matita probably leaves as well. The others who will probably leave as well. And then they'll buy a new set of players and then they'll have to rebuild again. DEFCON is clear to engage. It's Wolves. Just start him and give it a go. Yes. I have Altamara, I have transfers, but have his fixtures are good. Yeah, that's the thing. I just play him and see how it goes. Just like Sam said, play him and hope for the best. Honestly, play him and hope for the best. The Newcastle forward will get one today, then sell next week. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, just give him this fixture, and then after that, you can sell next week. Guehi, yeah, Guehi's gone. As in when Sanchez fixtures are better, then swap Rufus for him. Sanchez's fixtures are going to get better. As in, you say, so Sanchez's fixtures, okay, this week is not good, but then from next week onwards, Sanchez fixtures are good. If you're going to get Rufus for like 1 or 2 game weeks, I wouldn't do it. Get Sanchez now, and then if you want later, you can get Rufus. Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford can score, Burnley can't keep clean sheets. I agree. Tigers, Palace team, maybe now. Probably, yeah. What do you think about LFA? Enzo Lefe. Okay. I mean, not really inspiring. Has his returns been inspiring? No, right? Yeah. I mean, look at this. 0, 4, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not too this thing like maybe Xhaka might be a slightly better option. But like Sunderland attack in general, I've never been too distinct about Sunderland. Like Sunderland's main this thing is for me is like their defense. Their defense, yes, go on it, go get them. Attack, I have never really been too convinced of Sunderland's attack. Mainly because I also like it's hard to predict who actually from Sunderland's attack is going to do the returns. Like there are options that like there are various other players who can get it, but it's just hard to predict. Thanks, mate. Wish you all a great game week, except for Haaland. Fair enough. Tennessee soon will be a good pick. Yep. In terms of DEFCON clean sheets, I don't think so. All right. I need to do Declan Rice. We have 1 hour more, right, for the deadline? Yes, we have 1 hour more. Let me see if I missed anything. Topentine. Oh, Topentine, are you still here? I've seen your team come through. This is Topentine's team. At home against anyone apart from top two. Yeah. Rufus, Alderete, Cash, Gabriel, Saka, Bruno G, Wilson, Gravenberg, Thiago, Haaland, Walter Mara, Taco, O'Reilly. Yep. This makes sense. Honestly, Topentine, I think this looks pretty solid. Looks pretty solid. And then we have Connor. Is Connor in stream? I don't know if Connor is in stream. Connor sent me his team as well. This is Connor. Connor stream, not too bad. He's asking who to put the captaincy on. I probably think it's Haaland, right, from this slot. Probably Haaland. All right. Sunderland defense is safer than Newcastle even with Sunderland fixing in the next few weeks. Sound made that those. Yeah, I think Sunderland defense is pretty solid. I don't mind it, to be honest. Doo-doo-doo. Newcastle fans are scared of their defense at the moment, being a bit loose. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that if their defense hasn't been that great. Defense hasn't been that great, to be fair. Sam says, all right, I'm gonna head out. Hopefully Tottenham do something today. If they don't, Frank probably still stays, but hopefully not. Please keep him. don't don't sack him. If you sack him, who are you gonna go and get? But like yeah. All right. I need to probably get Declan Rice in. I should probably do that move since I'm gonna do it anyways. All right, get in Declan Rice. Cunha to Rice. When is Arsenal's game? Arsenal's game is today actually. Hopefully Declan Rice is fine and I'd have no issues. Uh, 1 second. Replying to questions. Get Rice now. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, Declan Rice does start. Whose team was this? I think this was. This one was. This was Connor's. Yeah, I think Connor's team is okay. Can't do much. No transfers. So Kunya will have to play. All right. Let me go and get Declan Rice. And everyone's saying get rice. I can go and get a cup of rice as well. Oh, actually, I don't have a cup of rice. We'll have to cook rice. But we can go and get Declan Rice at least. Kunya to rice. Let's do it. It's done. The deed is done. So this is the team. Kunya Rice, Haaland cap. Partially tempted by Ekitike, but at this point, owning Ekitike itself is a differential. I need to send this team to Rob for the SKLW team thingy. There we go. I'm not on Rice for one game week, and I got him back right after Rice is set and forget. Rice goes with everything. Yeah, I agree. It does. My draft team wanna trade. All right, this is Andy's draft team. Let me load my draft team. Wanna trade? I don't know if I have anyone to trade, to be honest. I haven't looked at my draft team, and I can tell you now in a long time. Since I traveled, I haven't looked at my draft team. So let me log into my draft team. I don't know why it asks me to log in every time, even on draft. Maybe it's a different API. All right. This is my draft team. I'm 12th. Rip. What did I do last? Oh, I did not. I've been playing Pickford all this time over. Delap. Oh, I had Harvey Barnes. Damn. I actually had Harvey Barnes. Why do I have so many Man United players? Do we know if Delap is going to be fine or not? I don't know. I probably bench Euro Rufus or Pickford. I probably start Rufus. Honestly, I have no one that I can offer you. I want to get rid of Liverpool since Andy. Oh, send them to me, Andy. Send them to me. Who do you have? I honestly don't know if I. Is that your draft team? Is that actually your draft team? Damn. Who is available? Good lord. Louis Miley? For who though? McGinn, Garner, Gakpo, Barnes, Casemiro. No, I'm kind of happy with my midfield. Doesn't really do much, but it's fine. Smith Rowe, Goodmanson, Livramento, Lukic, Shaw. I mean, at this point, Shaw might be better than Euro, but I don't even know whether Shaw will start at this moment. Will he start? Probably over Euro at least will be better. Let me get rid of Euro for now. Didn't play because he was injured. Fair enough. Who is available? Go back to who is available. Kadeen. Hudson-Odoi, Spence. Jeez, there aren't that many options, are there? Murillo, Bernardo. Zaxi. Trippier, Robinson. I'm sure Robinson is playing. If I'm not mistaken. Hi, Skull Jones. Welcome. Should I start Luis Miley or Senesi? Luis Miley. I would start Luis Miley. I'll take the lap, but you won't want Matita or Mane. No. Go right down the list. Will Semenyo start? I expect him to. Oh, actually, that's a good question. I probably do expect him to start. Is Robinson back? Yes, Robinson is back. The question is, will Robinson play over Sessegnon? That is the $1 million question. I don't mind taking a punt on it since my defense is pretty bad, anyways. Over Hincape since Hincape is currently out. What's the situation with Hincape? Muscle injury. What happened? AFCON are back. Go right down the list. Right down the list. Really? Sort by points. Where's Robinson again? I might get Robinson. Question is, will he play? That's the only thing that I don't know. Where'd he go? Oh, here he was. Signed. For Shaw, Louis Dunk, Dalot, Hincape. Augusto. Maybe for Shaw over Dalot. Actually, I shouldn't have got Shaw. Semenyo might be a big transfer in this week, but it's a risk. Pep rolling back Jack Holden slot machine. So is Lefe a good punt or mention one great punt midfielder for this week? One great punt midfielder for this week. Wirtz. If you don't have Wirtz, I think Wirtz is probably one of the good options this week. What's your budget, Turpentine? What's the budget? What is your budget? I mean, it could be Matthias still against West Ham, but Spurs are so inconsistent. It's very hard to say. But like, yeah, Matthias still against West Ham is also not too bad, but very inconsistent Spurs. Probably keep on to Hincape. Probably get rid of Shaw. All right, this is my team. I don't even know if some of these players will play, but yeah, here we go. Gyökeres. I need to get rid of Gyökeres, to be honest. Rather have Sesko at this point. Who are the Man City players available? Shaw, Delete, Maguire, Xerxes, blah, 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 blah. Mazraoui, if he comes back, but he's not back. Yeah, no. Who are the... Alright, I think that's basically it. Alright, any other questions from anyone? I'm going to close some of these teams so that I can free up. Free my tabs. That's my team. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I closed the mini league. Delap or KPJ for the future. I can see me doing this maybe in time. I think Delap as things stand, probably Delap. But we'll have to wait and see. As things stand, probably Delap. Hello, G. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give me a minute. Are you going to move FIFA out, says G? Eventually, I probably have to. I just haven't got to the stage where I needed to move him out. Mainly due to the fact that I've had other like transfers to deal with, and because he's been so cheap, I haven't thought about moving him out just yet. But I think when I get to like Game Week 24 stage, where we would want like like there'll be like Enzo or Neto or some Chelsea player, and like Bruno Fernandes and everything. When I get to that stage, I probably might end up moving Viv out. But at this moment, you also have him, don't you? Or do you not? At this moment, it's been, to be honest, so unlucky, right? Like I bought him in for those like West Ham, Burnley games, and he went and got injured in the Arsenal game. So unlucky to be in that situation. But yeah, I haven't like had a need to remove him just yet, because I've been doing like others like Cunha and all. I've kind of sold. I've sold like players that were higher price players, if that makes sense. Mbemo and I Wilson sell because he will be back his minutes list. Wilson, I'm happy to keep Wilson. He's been their talisman kind of. So as long as that continues to be the case, like even the next 3 fixtures for Wilson from an attacking point of view, next 4 are really good. So I don't see any need to sell Wilson just yet. Size coming back to a sinking ship. Yep. I don't know if you got my team says top and 10. I did top and 10. This was your team, isn't it, top and 10? Oh, Mara, welcome, welcome. My team is Laments, Gabriel, Malik Chow, Cash. Gabriel, Malik Chow, Cash, Timber. Gabriel, Malik Chow, Cash, Timber. Words, Foden, Wilson. Okay. So it's a midfield 3. Raul, Ekitike, Haaland, Dubravka, Paqueta, Van der Berg, Stark with 2 free transfers, 0 in the bank. Should I sell Laments or just roll? For this week, I'll probably roll this week, and then next week look to sell Laments to like the Chelsea goalkeeper, Sanchez. This week, Sanchez has Brentford. I think Brentford might score. So you don't necessarily have to do a goalkeeper transfer this week. Next week, you can have a look at getting Sanchez in. Mbeumo and Endai once we might want in, maybe, and even Ahmad as a bench warmer, bench boost. Ahmad have to be careful. Need to see exactly who's going to start for Manchester United. I don't know. GS has him. Yep. Tavernier is a good punt, says Paxton. Is he a good punt? Maybe I cannot confirm because like it could be him, it could be Evan Nelson, it could even be Krupa Jr. Is how long is this punt you're thinking about? Are you? I mean, the fixtures are good for Bournemouth. That maybe it could work out. But don't know. I have to wait and see how Bournemouth play. They've got a few injuries as well, and then obviously no Semenyo, and then Clivert not available. So yeah, could you read my team 15 in the league? Yes, I can. Tapan says yes. Do I need a -4 for Calvert Lewin? Honestly, I probably don't think so. I probably play Walter and hope for the best. It's probably where I would be. Like if he doesn't start, hopefully he comes on and gets a return versus Wolves. If he starts, it's even better, right? I probably wouldn't do a -4. And then this is did I load the correct team? No, I didn't. I wrote there are 2 teams at 15. Alright, this is G's team. 67. Raya, Virgil, Dogu, Timber, Taco, Saka, Foden, Cunha, Wilson, Thiago, Haaland. Solid team. Same thing with Wilson as Beef as well. So, what are you doing this week, G? 2 free transfers, 0.8 in the bank. Timber will start this week. Van Dijk will start this week. Between Anderson, Dogu, and Tarkowski, most likely Tarkowski over the other two. Saka, Foden, Wilson, Thiago, Haaland, Cunha. What are you planning on doing? Botting Gabriel or who? Thank you, Ryan says, "Oh, Amara, no worries. You're welcome. Hopefully we win 2-1. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed." Tavernier for Bournemouth is a buy all the way. For Wolves fixture, KPJ too short a team. Fair enough. He's on he's a Timu Rice. Fair enough. Botting Gabriel. Yes, I've got Gabriel in here. Oh, wait. I was thinking that was G. No plans in mind. Any suggestions? You could do with Gabriel, to be honest. Like you could do with like a taco. Well, here's the thing, right? This week, if you wanted to get Gabriel, it's for Tarkowski. Since Patrick Togo to Gabriel is way too big a gap. Otherwise, from next week, it's like Van Dijk to Gabriel. Cunha is probably a sell as if you really wanted to. I saw Cunha and I went and got in Declan Rice. That's what I ended up doing. But there are also other options like Morgan Rogers, Enzo Fernandez, maybe Neto, but Enzo is probably a bit more safer for minutes. So Rice, Enzo, Tavernier maybe we've been speaking about as well from Bournemouth's perspective. Honestly, Semenyo could become a City option as well. I don't know. Could be. So there are a few like midfielders you could get in for Cunha. Bruno Fernandes, although not this week, maybe in like 2 game weeks time in game week 24. So it depends on what you want to do. But I have 3 Arsenal. Oh, you have David Raya. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, maybe it's a Cunha transfer. Any news on Delap? Unfortunately, no. I don't have any. Let me have a look and see whether I can find any. But I don't have anything at the moment. Having to take some set pieces. Yes, fair enough. Especially with no Clivert as well. Might be a chance. No, no Chelsea stuff. Palmer James set to train Gittens, and Delap still ill. Delap still ill. So Delap is probably not going to feature. He is apparently still ill. No, nothing. Delap. If you have Delap, okay, don't sell. Probably bench. Will you bench? Actually, might as well just start and see. But don't go and buy. When you're doing a wildcard draft for Gaming 23. So, content plan. I should probably do. I'll do a. I'm just thinking. I think I'll do Monday game week review. I think Tuesday I'll probably think of a wildcard video. Tuesday I'll probably record both the game week review and wildcard on the Monday. Release the game week review on the Monday and the wildcard on the Tuesday. I think that's probably the best. I need to release the game week. I need to release the wildcard video early, so that more views. Probably Monday or Tuesday. Tiger. Bournemouth will score today. I think. I hope not because I have Webrugan, but probably right. Bruno G versus Neto for this game week. Bruno G. When's a good time to wildcard? A lot of people are looking at wildcarding. Oh, City early lineup. Let me have a look. A lot of people are looking at wildcarding like post game week 30, if I'm not mistaken. City League. Uh, no city leagues as things stand. No city leagues as things stand. Honestly, we haven't really gotten city leagues for some time, have we? I'm needing a revamp. Fair enough. I'll send you a wildcard template to reference to. Yes. Send it over. I'll have a look on the weekend, like tomorrow as well. What game week wildcard? A lot of people are generally looking at wildcard in game week 30 and all. But since you missed your wildcard in the first wildcard chip you missed, so that means that your squad is kind of outdated at the moment. So you're kind of in a need for a revamp. So you might have to wildcard like maybe even 23 or 24. I'll have a look. I'll have a bit more look in terms of options. But yeah, top 51828. Welcome. How are you doing? It's my birthday. Happy birthday to you, mate. Happy birthday to you. How do you feel? How do you feel? Hope you've had a good day as well. Well done. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hopefully, you get a massive green arrow this weekend then. Happy birthday to your birthday. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday indeed. Where was I? This is G's team. So G, quick question. Wildcard is unnecessary this week. Yeah, I wouldn't wildcard this week. All right, Ryan, I'll stay at my team for a bit. Says G. Oh, okay, thinking of his team. Okay, I'll have it open. I'll have it open anyways. But yeah, I think Kunya is probably the one. You're probably benching Dogu this week. Start a back three. Oh, you can't bench to. Oh, I see your situation. Now that I look at your team a bit more, Saka, Wilson, Thiago, Foden, Haaland. Can you get? You could do Kunya to Wirtz. Now that I think about it a bit more, I've like because you don't have Liverpool options. Even Kunya to Wirtz is not too bad for this week. It's because you only have Liverpool like Van Dijk. I don't mind Kunya to Wirtz. Kunya out for Rice. Kunya out for Rice as well. I don't mind. That's what I ended up doing. But I had Ekitike. But for G, he doesn't have Ekitike as well. So Kunya to Rice as well is not too bad. I don't mind. -4 to remove Kunya, Rogers, or Anderson. Rogers is fine. You can keep. Kunya, you can. Who are you looking to bring in? Anderson, you can remove Anderson as well, but then your price budget for that is a bit more cheaper. Hopefully Spurs win so they don't ruin the day. I mean, a good fixture against West Ham. So hopefully they do win for you. They win for you. Kunya out for Rice. Yep, that's fine as well. So yeah, gee, that's another thing to consider. Maybe if you really wanted like words as well, potentially, that's another option. I like a lot. We are good people. Yes, indeed, good people. Rice is a must in. Liverpool could draw today. They could, but the fixture is too good to ignore, right? From an attacking perspective, fixture is too good to ignore. I think I want to transfer Wilson and Wafer out. Wilson and Wafer out. Oh. Wafer, yes. I don't mind you if you want to 0.8. How much is Wafer? We both got Wafer at the same time, right? Which means 4.9. You have 0.8 in the bank. So we're thinking 5.7. Sorry. Yeah, 5.7. Maybe Tav. V5 to Tav. I think if you're looking at cheap price bracket, V5 to Tav. I mean, Reinders has become a really good option as well recently, but probably not this week. I think V5 to Tav and yeah, right. If you do V5 to Tav, you'll have 0.2 in the bank. Harry Wilson, when did you get? Very similar time week, or the thing with Harry Wilson is, I don't know if I would sell him. I probably wouldn't. Like, I can't really suggest who you would want to go and get. The other thing is, if you did Weaver to Tav, like, I guess the question is, what are you going to do with Cunha going forward? I guess you can downgrade him to like um, a Morgan Rogers or something later on as well, or like to another player as well. Shubharan, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, I think Weaver to Tav. I probably play Wilson this week against Leeds. Ekitike captain. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm on Haaland as things stand, but I don't mind it. It's just that I'm not sure how many minutes he's gonna get. That's the thing. Half hour till deadline. Yes, half an hour till deadline, people. Half an hour till the deadline. Want to know about Conor Gallagher back again, but at Spurs? Yes, Conor Gallagher back again at Spurs. He might get you DEFCON in terms of. So he'll probably play at the number 10. Oh, maybe, I'm assuming. I mean, he might play at the number 10 spot for Spurs, but if he plays in the midfield pivot alongside Paulinia, I don't know. He could be an interesting FPL option, but from past, when he used to play for Palace, he didn't really like. He didn't really get that many bonus points and all. But in this game with DEFCON and everything, he might get you some DEFCON points. I don't know. Could be an interesting. I think wait and watch. But then, yeah, probably wait and watch. I wouldn't go just yet. Where is he? He's in like page 2. Yeah. Yeah, 129 points. This was this season. Did they add DEFCON here? No. Maybe. Could be an interesting option. Wait and see. So is Wirtz worth transferring Walter out? You mean bringing in Wirtz for Walter out? Ooh. But you don't you have Ekitike as well? Top in time? Oh, you don't. You have Gravenberg. Oh. If you're doing, I would just go and get Ekitike then instead. If you want to do Walter out, then get Ekitike. Okay, I think I'd either Weaver out, roll 1 free transfer, or roll 2 free transfer. So if you do Weaver out, it's roll in 1 free transfer, right? Weaver to Tav. If you do Weaver to Tav, you probably start Tav over Cunha this week. Is that what you're planning on doing, or send you my Basmati rice team as well? Let's have a look. Timber, Gabriel, Van Eyck, Guehi, Rufus, Brunucci, Saka, Foden, Rogers, Thiago Bowen. Guehi is probably not going to play Tiger, just letting you know. Which means Waltemada will most likely come on for you. You could do Waltemada to Ekitike as an option. That would be a -8 for me. Oh, no, then don't do that. Wait, how are you getting Words then? Oh, is Words the -8? That was his brother. I will say he never gets injured. Plays 45 games a season. Which one? Who? Conor Gallagher? Pickford expected points. Let me see. Either 352 or 442. For tab 352, 442. If you do 352. Yeah, okay. I don't mind doing V for tab, and that would mean benching Doggo this week. I don't mind the V for tab. Pickford. Where the hell is Pickford? Am I blind? Is Pickford not here? Oh, here we go. Here you go. What is it? Shubharan, 2.75. 2.75. Sorry, it's tab for FIFA. Yeah. You're getting it avenue for FIFA. Yeah. Will Sesko score today with City from concern? I mean, Sesko's form has been good. If they continue to like put crosses into him, then he could have a good chance of scoring. If they continue to put good crosses into him, that is. So yeah, if they do, yes, then yes. All right, thanks. Cheers, Ryan. No, what is G? You're welcome. You do tab for FIFA 2, Ryan. Do you have a transfer? I do have a transfer. But as things stand, I would not be benching. Like I wouldn't start Tavernier over any of these players for now. So there's no reason for me to do it. It's my play around team. That makes sense. So yeah, there's no real reason for me to do refer to tab. Also, I don't think I have the cash, but there's no reason for me to do it. O'Reilly or Senesi this week? Probably Senesi for DefCon. Senesi for DefCon. Tav is returning today. Get him in early. Trust me, his price will rise. Yeah, but I don't have anyone to bench. I don't really want to bench anyone. KPJ, one of them too. Yeah, I'm happy to wait and see. We'll see what happens. I'm happy to wait and see. Da-da. Okay. All right. Any other questions, people? All right, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Who's the ones to avoid? You think who people are getting in? As in, who's going to be a trap? I'm wondering if it could be um, Enzo. I don't know. Maybe it could be Enzo. That is the only thing I'm going. Kelleher, why are people buying him? I think it's because of the last few weeks of returns. That's probably why they're looking to buy him. But I wouldn't go buy him now. The fixtures are gone. Amit, how are you doing? Nice to be back on all stream. Yes, indeed. Welcome, welcome. How are things going? Yeah, traps. I think Enzo could be a trap. I don't know. Basora, welcome. Timber, Rare, Timber, Bukieli, Van Dyke, Wilson, Cherky, Rogers, Saka, Thiago, Ekitike, Haaland. Stark, Roden, Dogu, 2 free transfers. Do you think I should roll and do Rare to Sanchez and Van Dijk to Gabriel? I would do that transfer next week, not this week. I don't think it's needed to be done this week. Because this week, Sanchez against Brentford, he probably is not going to keep a clean sheet. Van Dijk has a fixture against Burnley. I don't mind keeping Van Dijk this week and then selling him next week. So I'll probably roll. 158 in the league. Let me load it up. Ooh, you're very close to me. Had 2 transfers, Bowen to Thiago, Cherky to Brunucci. Have you done the transfers or you haven't done the transfers yet? Whom to captain in any leagues? Leagues, I haven't seen any leagues so far. Like City leagues, we haven't really gotten City leagues recently, if I'm not mistaken. Like recently, we have honestly not really gotten any City leagues. Edwin, how are you going? Is Weaver a sell? I mean, yeah, if you're not, if you need someone to play this week and you have Weaver and you really need another midfielder, then yeah, I would sell. Jeff, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Back in the normal setup? Yes, indeed, back in the normal setup. I meant next game week, or do you think any urgent picks for this game week? No. Next, Timber, Mukeli, Van Dyke, Wilson, Chucky, Rogers, Saka, Thiago, Ekitike. No, I don't think, looking at your team, I don't think there's any urgent picks for this game week. I think next game week you can do the moves, yes. 81st in your league. I don't know what to do. Let's have a look. Oh, wrong team. This one. All right. So this is obviously Amit's team. Rufus, Gabriel, Keane, Timber, Dogu, Saka, Cherky, Foden, Ghana, Haaland, Bowen, Ekitike, Wilson, and Trafford. Obviously, Ekitike will start this week. Amit, what were you doing again? You said Bowen to Thiago or Cherky to Bruno G. I don't mind keeping Cherky if he starts or not. I don't know if Cherky will start. Because they have Semenyo as well now. Probably can start Wilson over Cherky. Ekitike over Michael Keane, obviously, because he's suspended. You could probably play Trafford over Dogu if needed. What's your plan, Amit? When is FIFA expected to return? Good question. I haven't really looked into it. Let me have a look and see if I can find it. Mats FIFA remains out with a toe injury along with Solimaj. He hasn't mentioned it. We don't know. Hasn't been mentioned. Shubharan. No return date so far. Nothing mentioned in the press conference as well. He just said that he's out. I'll send the team a DM. It's quite an interesting issue I've got. Okay, let me load that as well. Whose was this? This was G's. This is Edwin's. I'll have Edwin's, and I've got after Edwin's. Oh my days! I see your issue. Do you have Gagwehi? So, Jeff, you could be in a situation, and I asked this at the start of the stream, where next week you could probably have 5 City players playing against Wolves. You could have 5 City players against Wolves next week. I'll get to your team soon. Edwin, this is Edwin's team. Hello, Ryan and chat. 81st, don't know what to do. Saka, Anderson, Foden, Cunha, Tavernier, Bowen, Haaland. Now this has Tavernier in it. Gabriel, Tarkowski, Lacroix, and Rea. Uh, you could do Bowen to Ekitike, Cunha to Morgan Rogers. I don't know if I would be doing Bruno Jimenez, especially if we don't have too many transfers. How much cash in the bank? 2.1. Worths maybe. You could go Thiago if you wanted to Bowen as well. What were you planning, Edwin? Exactly. 2 free transfers, 2.1 in the bank. My thought was either Cunha to Enzo or Roll maybe. Don't like Bowen, but pictures are okay. Yeah, Cunha to Enzo also, I don't mind. You could try it out and see. It might work, it might not work. Thing with Chelsea's, I don't know exactly who are the good Chelsea picks. I kind of have to see what the Chelsea manager is going to do and then decide on Chelsea. But maybe Enzo could work because the minutes are good. Bowen, I mean, the fixture against Spurs is not too bad. And then after that as well, it's not too bad. So if you want, you could probably keep him as well. Start 2 of Tarkowski, Anderson, Cunha, Wilson. I'll start Wilson against Leeds. Tarko, Anderson, Cunha. Leeds will score, so Fulham won't keep a clean sheet. Aston Villa as well. I expect them to score against Everton. Cunha. I don't know what to do with Cunha. Realistically, I'll probably start Tarkowski over Cunha as things stand, just for the DEFCON. That is kind of where I'm at. But with Cunha, you probably want to play him if you have him. I'll probably just start Cunha. See whether you can get more points from Cunha than Tarkowski. 16 to lock in. 60 minutes lock in. Yes. Oh, 14 minutes now. 5 City players sounds quite fun. Yes, but you won't be able to make any transfers until you sell 2 City players. Keep that in mind. So if you're going to do 5 City players, next week is the only week, and then 24 you have to make all your transfers. It's a very interesting team. Not gonna lie. I would ideally have wanted to start someone else apart from O'Reilly, but can't do much about it, to be honest. Tempted by Ekitike captaincy, 500k rank. Do you suggest playing safe? I probably might play it safe. Because Ekitike at this point is now also, you have to consider, has been sold by a lot of people and is probably a differential as well right now. So owning him alone is enough. But yeah, I've got 5 free transfers. How do you have 5 free transfers? I got 1.1 million. Which team is this that has 5 free transfers? You maybe don't have to play the wild card and you could probably do some transfers instead. I also got the 5 City players as well, says Ice Cold Jones. Oh my days. So for those of you who have 5 free transfers, obviously next week it's very interesting because, Guehi against Wolves, if he starts, that is, we don't know, right? We have no idea whether he's going to start or not. But you guys can't make any transfers, so you guys should see whether you have interest in, like, if you have good squads, then yeah, fair enough. Who would you bench? Play 3-5-2, says Edwin. From this team, I would bench. I think your bench kind of picks itself. Lacroix, Anderson. Yeah, I think your bench picks itself. Like the same bench is what I would bench. Ideally, I would have like the midfield can slightly improve, is what I'm thinking. But I think the same bench picks itself. Like Anderson versus Lacroix, I probably start Lacroix and hope for a 0-0 in that game. But I think at the moment, Sunderland have the advantage over Crystal Palace. Should I just roll this week, have 5 against Wolves, then have 5 free transfers to get rid of 2 probably, or I'll go away. Yeah, you could probably do something like that. Yes. How many free transfers do you have at the moment? Well, actually, you can't make any transfers. You'll have to sell a City player this week if you're going to do anything. Bench 2, Lefebvre, Richards, Gabriel, Virgil, Mukiele, Alderete, Foden. I would bench Alderete maybe. So I'll start Gabriel, I'll start Virgil, probably start Foden. I bench Richards and Alderete. Richards and Alderete, Richards and Leffe. Richard, no, I bench Richards and Enzo Leffe. I probably bench Enzo Leffe and Richards, more likely. Abdullah. Who are you leaning towards benching though, Abdullah? That's the question I have to ask you. I have to try a roll next week, says Andy. Fair enough. 3 at the moment? Okay. Then you could play it where you try with 5 next week and then make the transfers in 24. Use 1 if you have 5, but if you have 4, City roll, but O'Reilly is a sell, is a risk. Yeah, eventually, I mean, the thing is because of City's injuries at the moment, O'Reilly will play. But overall, I think he doesn't offer you DEFCON, so it's probably a sell eventually, anyways. At least Quay, he could potentially offer you DEFCON. Mm, yes, save all 5 if you can at the moment. Roden or Tarkovsky to start? I probably lean towards Tarkovsky. DEFCON chances are higher with Tarko than Roden, to be honest. Having said that, the chances of both of them keeping a clean sheet are low. I mean, getting a clean sheet. If anything, I won't be surprised if Aston Villa versus Everton ends up in a nil-nil. I will not be surprised if something like that happens. All right, people, you have 9 minutes more. Have I seen everyone's teams? G, yes. Whose was this? This was Jeff. Have I seen everyone's teams? I hope I have seen everyone's teams. Please let me know if I have not seen your team yet. And you already mentioned it. Edwin, yes. Amit already did 2 transfers. Whom to captain, says Amit. I think Haaland is probably the way to go, Amit, captaincy. Everyone's on Haaland at the moment. Ekitik is a nice, interesting differential. I mean, I'm also slightly tempted by Ekitik, not gonna lie. But I've gone with Haaland at the moment just because, like, I'm in a slightly safe, like, I've managed to recoup my rank from the damage that Haaland did initially. He tanked me by more than 1 million in terms of a red arrow. In what was it, game week 14? Or he went and scored a 14 pointer. When was he scored a 14 pointer? Yes, it was game week 14. Scored a 14 pointer. Tanked my season there. And I've finally managed to get back slightly in game week 22. But yeah. Shall I do a transfer, says Tiger? Oh, Tiger, you have 5 free transfers. Yes. If you have 5 free transfers, I would do a transfer. Yes. Let me bring your team back up. If you have 5 free transfers, I would most definitely do a transfer. I will not be burning transfers. How do you have 5 free transfers? I would start with potentially getting rid of. Honestly, you can do Shaw to Gabriel if you have the funds, or even go and get in Declan Rice, whether that's for Cunha or for Yanalt. I have Rufus and Pickford out. Fair enough. I'm getting the Chelsea goalkeeper soon. Who should I sell? I probably sell Pickford. Oh, I have seen. What are these rumors? Uh, Guys, we've just got a Manchester United team that has been leaked. I do not know how accurate this is, but I thought I will share it to you guys. I mean, Samuel Lucas is not really a. I don't trust him as a journalist in general, but I thought I've seen it, so I'll share it with you guys. Manchester United team is like Clemens, Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw. Maguire is back. Casemiro, Mino, Ahmad, Fernandez, Dogo, and Embuemo. Ahmad, Fernandez. So no Sesko as well. Interesting team. My basmati rice team. Oh, your basmati rice team has 5 free transfers. No, Kunya definitely selling you now. Yeah, yeah. So this is a leak. I mean, this is not a leak. This is uh, uh, a rumor, but I think it's probably worth making a move, right? If you like this thing. Basmati rice team. In your basmati rice team, I would sell. How do you not have Haaland? Is the question. But I would probably look to sell. Probably look to sell Walter Mada. Go and buy like a AKTK if you wanted to. I'll probably sell Walter Mada to AKTK if you can. Do you have the funds? Think Sesko will start? Maybe. I don't know. This is just a leak, right? Honestly, not this. Like this could be a bit inaccurate, and it could be like intentionally United have kind of shared a potential one that. I think so. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Any city leaks? No. City leaks recently we haven't been getting any. Um, City leaks we haven't been getting any recently. Get Rice, Haaland, Gabriel, says Andy. Yeah, yeah. So I probably Haaland. I probably don't mind. Here's Gabriel already. Declan Rice, he can't really get. He's got triple ups on this thing. 4 minutes locking. Yes. Who do I start? Krupi or Bowen? Ooh, I probably start Bowen. Football world. I probably start Bowen. Bench one, Thiago Wilson or Enzo Lefebvre? I will bench Enzo Lefebvre. Oh, is it Enzo Lefebvre? Is it Enzo Lefebvre from Sunderland, right? Lefebvre. Cunha or Thiago? To sell? Cunha. See this leak, Simon. If you're selling, sell Cunha. If you're starting, start Thiago. No Cunha in the leaks? Yeah, from this. So sell Cunha if you're selling. Captain Rogers? Um, from this team, yeah, I don't mind Captain Rogers. I actually don't mind it. Or Gabriel, if you really wanted to. But I don't mind Rogers. Yeah, that's fine with me as well. If you're buying a Liverpool player, maybe, then you can captain a Liverpool player. All right, people, 2 minutes more. 2 minutes more. Very interesting front line. Dogu, Embuemo, and Ahmad. So Dogu on the left, Embuemo up front as a striker, Ahmad on the right. He's definitely playing counter attack in football. Bruno in the 10 alongside Casemiro and Mino. Shaw on left back, Martinez centre back, Maguire centre back, Dalot right back, Clemens in goal. Interesting team. Foden might not start. I just heard from a City fan 50-50 he does. Ooh, I won't be surprised if he doesn't. Like, imagine Turkey and Semenyo start. Have to wait and see, honestly, with Foden. Honestly, I don't know. Just play him, and honestly, I probably just play him and hope for the best. That's kind of what I would do. All right. I think that's that. I think that's that from the looks of it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the deadline. So, hopefully, everyone managed to decide on your transfers. Obviously, we got that United leak a bit late, but that was the leak that I saw. So I thought I had to share it with everyone. Let me end this poll. Haaland was the clear captaincy winner. TK23, other 16% words on 6% as well. Semenyo start instead of Foden, he says. Oh, I'm not surprised that could actually happen. But we'll have to wait and see. I won't be surprised if that actually happens. Semenyo's been really good when he's joined City so far. So Semenyo on the left, Chucky number 10, Chucky on the right. We'll see what the midfield is like. Thanks, Ryan. Team's locked. Hope Haaland gives double points. We'll wait and see. We will wait and see. I don't know what to expect in the derby, to be honest, guys. Honestly, no idea what to expect. So yeah, anyways, this is the... First of all, for those of you who are new, I saw some new faces today in terms of names. So if you're new, please do subscribe. Hit the like, subscribe as well. Help us get to 2,250 subscribers. So I think we're like 4-5 subscribers away from there. So if you can help us get there, that would be amazing. Because this number hasn't updated, the one that you see on the corner. I think we're at 2246, I think. So if you can subscribe, that would be amazing. Try and get us to 250. But shout out to everyone who joined me in the deadline stream. Team selection stream will be live on Tuesday. Podcast on the Wednesday. I think that's the current plan as things stand. I need to check with my co-host for the podcast. And I will look to do a wildcard video and release that probably on either Monday or Tuesday. Gameweek 23 wildcard. Having said that, I still probably wouldn't wildcard, but for those of you who really need it, you can consider it. All right. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week and have a great green arrow as well. And obviously, special mention to who was it? Where was it? Special mention to Top. Happy birthday to Top as well. Hopefully Spurs give him the 3 points this week. So thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hopefully green arrows, fingers crossed, fingers crossed green arrows when we get back into game week 23. Good luck everyone and enjoy the weekend. Until then, I'll see you all later. Peace out.